Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about redoing your wingtip navigation lights. Now, we're not talking about putting in a new strobe. We're just taking the cloudy stuff that you have, changing all the paint and all the hardware, and making it look a lot nicer. And you don't have to replace stuff. Now, when you're doing it, you can paint a lot of the internal parts. It's all up to you how you want to do it. So stay tuned while we have some fun showing what all we did to do this. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. So we start by showing you how they looked on the airplane, and you can see they've been painted over, the screws are painted, the lenses are nice and cloudy from both sides, and so we started taking it apart and just removing all the screws. And then what's going to happen is the lens cover is going to come off, and you kind of look at the inside and go, oh, that doesn't look very good. So we're going to want to clean it all down so that we can prep it, prime it, paint it all black, and then put all the hardware back on. Now, while you're doing all this, you could actually take that nav light and you could take the covers on the nav light and you could paint that black, and you could change out the hardware if you wanted to, or you could touch it up. But here we are stripping it down. Next thing is you'll notice that we have the blind anchors that are already built into it, including the two that where the strobe was. And now that we have it all the way down, we can begin the process of trying to get all the material off of there that we can. And as you can see, we're just scraping it off using a plastic scraper, and then finally a metal gasket scraper on the really hard bits. And that was pretty much the foam that was around the rim that was underneath there. Now that foam will deteriorate because it's sitting in the white light all day long. But once you get it all the way cleaned down, then you can come in there with the sandpaper and the Scotch-Brite, and you can get all the paint and get back down to pretty much fiberglass. So now that you're ready to mask everything off and start reapplying the paint to it. Now you want to mask the wingtip really well, because a white wingtip is not going to want black overspray, and you are going to be using a flat black, so it's not going to be glossy. And here we have it all masked off, including the blind fasteners, and they're going to get painted, and the paint goes on, and then the tape comes off, and you look at it and you go, okay, not so bad. Now you can start reassembling the hardware back onto it. And this is where it gets really interesting, because when you start seeing the old hardware against the new pretty paint, do you want to put in new hardware again? Do you want to paint those shields? But not required. You can just put it all back. Now, you could hand polish the cloudy plexiglass and get it back to a nice shine, and we have videos on how to polish plexiglass to do that. But anyway, this is just a redo. Now, we started with the red one, and here we are in process with the green one, and the final product will be the green one. So ladies and gentlemen, this is just a little project maybe for the fall or winter for you. We hope you found it all useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman.